Have you ever wondered why some individuals achieve their goals while others seem to fall short? The answer, my friends, is often as simple as one word: persistence. Imagine a world where every individual, every dreamer, every innovator gave up after their first setback. We'd be living in a world devoid of so many of the advancements and successes we see today. A world without perseverance is a world stuck in a perpetual state of stagnation, a world where dreams remain just that, dreams. Persistence is the fuel that keeps us moving forward, the beacon of light that guides us through the storm of uncertainty and challenges. It's the grit in our teeth, the determination in our hearts. It's the unyielding belief that despite countless obstacles, we can and will reach our goals. Let's look at the story of one of the greatest inventors in history, Thomas Edison, a story that exemplifies the power of persistence. When Edison set out to invent the electric light bulb, he didn't stumble upon success in his first, second, or even 100th attempt. In fact, it took him over 1,000 tries before he could finally present the world with his revolutionary invention. Now imagine if Edison had thrown in the towel after his first 100 attempts, or his 500th, or even his 999th. The world as we know it today would be vastly different, and we would have lost out on a groundbreaking invention that has since ignited countless others. You see, it was not the initial failures that defined Edison, but rather his unwavering persistence. Each failure was merely a stepping stone, a lesson learned, a path carved towards eventual success. Every no he encountered was just another reason to strive for a yes. So, whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, an athlete in training, or simply someone with a dream, remember this: persistence is not about never failing, it's about never giving up. Remember, it was Edison's persistence, not his initial failure, that ultimately led to success. In the world of sports, persistence is often the defining factor between victory and defeat. It's the fuel that drives athletes to push beyond their limits, to rise after every fall, and to keep going even when the odds seem insurmountable. This indomitable spirit is perfectly embodied in the story of one of the greatest basketball players in history, Michael Jordan. Picture this: a young Michael Jordan, barely 15 years old, trying out for his high school basketball team. Despite his passion and dedication, he was cut from the team. For many, this would have been a crushing defeat, a sign to give up, but not for Jordan. This setback only fueled his determination. He played in junior varsity games, honing his skills, and he never stopped believing in himself. Jordan's story is a perfect example of the power of persistence. Despite the initial setback, he didn't let failure define him. Instead, he used it as a stepping stone to propel himself forward. He worked harder, practiced longer, and pushed himself further. And eventually, his persistence paid off. Jordan went on to become one of the greatest players in the history of basketball. He won 6 NBA championships, earned 5 MVP awards, and was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. But none of these accolades came easily. Each one was the result of countless hours of practice, unyielding determination, and an unwavering belief in his abilities. The story of Michael Jordan serves as an incredible reminder that persistence is not about never experiencing failure. Rather, it's about using failure as a catalyst to push yourself harder, to reach higher, and to never give up, no matter the odds. It's about understanding that every setback is a setup for a comeback. So whether you're an athlete on the brink of giving up, a coach seeking inspiration for your team, or simply someone facing a challenging situation, remember this: persistence is a journey, not a destination. It's about taking one step at a time, no matter how difficult, and never losing sight of your goal. Jordan's story is a testament to the power of persistence in overcoming obstacles and achieving success. Even in business, the power of persistence is undeniable. One of the most inspiring stories of persistence in business is that of Colonel Harlan Sanders, the founder of the fast food chain Kentucky Fried Chicken, or KFC as we know it today. Colonel Sanders had a hard life. He held a variety of jobs, from a fireman to a steamboat operator, and even an insurance salesman. But it was his love for cooking that gave birth to his famous fried chicken recipe. In his 40s, he operated a service station in Corbin, Kentucky, where he began cooking and serving meals for travelers. His food was so good that he eventually opened his own restaurant. However, the real test of his persistence began when he tried to franchise his chicken recipe. Sanders was initially met with rejection. In fact, he faced rejection 1,009 times before he finally got a yes. Imagine being turned down that many times and still having the strength to keep going. But Sanders did not let rejection deter him. Instead, it fueled his determination. He believed in his recipe, he believed in his dream, and he was prepared to do whatever it took to make it a reality. And guess what? His persistence paid off. Today, KFC is a globally recognized brand with thousands of restaurants worldwide. Colonel Sanders' recipe, the one that was rejected over 1,000 times, is now enjoyed by millions of people across the globe. This story serves as a powerful reminder that in business, as in life, persistence is key. You will face rejection. You will encounter obstacles. You will meet people who do not believe in your dream. But remember, every no brings you one step closer to a yes. In the face of failure, don't give up. Be like Colonel Sanders. Keep knocking on doors, keep pitching your idea, keep refining your strategy. With persistence, you can turn rejection into success. Colonel Sanders' story illustrates that persistence can turn rejection into success. Persistence isn't just essential for tangible success, it's also crucial for personal growth. This truth is vividly illustrated in the life of Malala Yousafzai, a young woman whose persistent fight for girls' education has not only transformed her own life, but also made a significant impact on the world. Born in the Swat Valley of Pakistan, Malala was just 11 years old when she began her fight for girls' education. She defied the Taliban, a group notorious for their oppressive restrictions on women and girls, by advocating for her right and the right of all girls to receive an education. This brave stance was not without consequences. In 2012, at the tender age of 15, Malala was the target of a failed assassination attempt by the Taliban. Despite the life-threatening obstacles she faced, Malala's resilience and determination remained unbroken. Her recovery journey was not an easy one, but it was during this time that her persistence shone the brightest. Instead of yielding to fear or despair, Malala used her experience to fuel her fight for girls' education even further. She continued to speak out, persistently advocating for change, and her voice began to echo around the globe. In 2014, at the age of 17, Malala became the youngest person ever to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. Her persistence had not only led to personal growth but had also created a ripple effect, inspiring millions around the world to join her fight for girls' education. Malala's story is a testament to the power of persistence in personal growth. It shows us that persistence is not about never facing obstacles, but about continuing to push through them, even when they seem insurmountable. It's about taking each setback as an opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger. So remember, whether you're fighting for a cause, pursuing a dream, or simply working to become a better version of yourself, persistence is the key. It's the fuel that drives personal growth and the force that can change the world. Malala's story is a powerful example of how persistence can lead to personal growth and change the world. So, what have we learned about the power of persistence today? We have journeyed through the worlds of sports, business, and personal growth, each revealing unique insights into the enduring nature of persistence. We've seen how athletes defy the odds, pushing themselves beyond their limits time and again to reach the pinnacle of their careers. We've learned that success doesn't come overnight, but is the result of countless hours of training, setbacks, and comebacks, all fueled by an unwavering persistence. In the realm of business, we've seen how the most successful entrepreneurs are those who refuse to take no for an answer. They are the ones who, despite numerous rejections and failures, continue to innovate, adapt, and persevere. They prove that persistence is not just about stubbornly sticking to a plan, but also about being resilient and adaptable in the face of challenges. And on the personal front, we've discovered that persistence is a crucial ingredient for personal growth. It's what drives us to learn new skills, overcome obstacles, and step out of our comfort zones. It's the force that propels us forward, even when the road ahead seems daunting and uncertain. From these stories, it's evident that the power of persistence is universal, transcending the boundaries of different fields and aspects of life. It's a testament to the human spirit, our capacity to dream, to strive, and to overcome. It's the fuel that powers our journey towards achieving our goals, no matter how big or small they may be. So as we wrap up our exploration of the power of persistence, let's remember that the path to success isn't always easy. It's fraught with challenges and setbacks, but it's through these trials that we learn, grow, and ultimately succeed. Remember, the simplest fact of life is that to get where we want to go, we must keep on going. Be persistent in your work and success will follow.